Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Uh, guess what? It's cool outside, so I get to wear my fuzzies and it makes me very happy. Let's take a look. It's really scary when you're just talking and your phone starts doing things. That's disturbing. As usual, the TV is on loud downstairs. I try to block it out when I edit, so I appreciate your understanding about that. So I got my coffee. It's been over an hour and my video is still rendering, uploading to YouTube. I just keep getting the spinning and I'm trying to turn on the monetization. It's not working and I'm getting frustrated. So I was flipping through Sephora and Trendmood, etc. It's like, you know what? While that's frustrating me, let me just come on here, sit down, and let's talk about some of the new releases because um, there are so many, and I want some of them, but I feel more the need to just talk about them. So this is a Will I Buy It series, which was started by Samantha March. If you don't know who Samantha March is, I am going to link her down below. You should check her out. She is wonderful. She started these, and they're really good because it makes you take a look at the products and say, discuss your thoughts out loud, whether or not you're going to buy them, whether you need them. I won't say need because we never really need makeup, but what your thoughts are about them. And then I look forward to hearing your thoughts about them. So I went on to a Trendmood, as I said, but I also went on to Sephora and a couple of different brand websites so I could take a look at some things. The first thing that I feel the need to talk about is ABH, Anastasia Beverly Hills. We need to talk about this. She used to come out with a palette every maybe 4 months or so. Have you seen what she's come out with in the last 1 month? And then recently, I'd say 2 days ago, her newest palette, a collaboration with Carli Bybel, got leaked, and so they were forced to show it quicker. And I watched Carli Bybel's video, which I want to talk about too, because it just annoyed me. I don't know why, but it annoyed me. First, Norvina dropped the Alyssa Edwards palette. I didn't get that one. Now, I'm normally a completionist, but the Alyssa Edwards palette, it was super vibrant, and I knew that I had others, and I know I've gotten some other super vibrant palettes recently, but they were gifted to me, so I didn't get that one. And then the Jackie Aina palette dropped very shortly after, and I didn't pick that one up. And about 3 weeks later, the Norvina Volume 1 palette was released. Now let's take a look at this one for a second, because the fact that there are now 3 of them, I can't, oh, wait. This is a gorgeous palette. I'm very, very drawn to all of the purple shades. It's a predominantly purple palette with some, it looks like reds or berries. Of course, the traditional classic browns and black and that white shade thrown in there. They look like some gold tones as well. Swatched, it looks like a beautiful palette, but it is going to be mostly purple looks, and I'm okay with that. It is gorgeous, but it's a larger palette, and sometimes I feel a little paralyzed by larger palettes. I really prefer smaller ones that I can feel a little bit more cohesive about and creating looks. But I mean, what really drew me in was, I don't know, those 2 blues are so popping. They pop out of the picture, and the purples just look like this beautiful wash of purples. As I said, it is $60. Now, I might have considered getting it, but then a week later, what was announced was her Volume 2 palette. Well, let's take a look at that one. Now, obviously, we knew that when the Volume 1 came out, we knew there were going to be additional ones. Did we know it was going to be a week later? No. This Volume 2, again, the outside packaging is beautiful, just like the Volume 1, which again was purple. This is more of a blue story, and it has some greens in it as well. But when I'm looking at it, like these 2 greens over here that are in the second row, they look so very, very similar to each other. Yet when I go over to the swatches, they look slightly different, I think. I don't know. It's got yellows and the greens and the blues. Again, the blues are very, very similar to each other. And then she has thrown in like these at the very end, the third to the sixth, no, the fifth row, there's like that maroon colored shade, and it looks like a dark blue and a black, and then that brown shade. And those look a little out of place to me. Granted, you could get a look with maybe just some of those colors in there. Although it's really attractive, again, I'm not probably going to get it because I can't drop $180. As much as I want to buy all three palettes and review them, I make $5 to $7 to $10 a video. I can't be dropping $180 on three palettes to review, not at the level that I'm at. I am so curious because I want to see if the formula is the same formula that I really enjoy, because I do love the ABH shadows. It's just I'm hoping that they're not going to be limited edition, because maybe over time I will be able to get all three. The review will be a year late, but you know where I'm coming from. Now let's talk about the Volume 3 palette. It is in like an orangish color casing. I believe these are hard cases, hard plastic, which is again different for ABH. The whole shape of them and everything was completely different. If you look at it, it could almost be a Natasha Denona or Huda Beauty palette. That was the vibes that I got initially. Again, this is beautiful. It has more the red, orangey, some teals in there. There's a couple of little pops of green. It's very colorful. It's very pretty. But again, when I look at these, I'm like, what do I want to do? I think it's going to be a question of me going in and swatching them and really looking at it and seeing if I had this palette, what looks would I create with it? Like, I'm looking at the yellow swatched, and it looks absolutely stunning. That I don't know what it is about the yellows, but like that's the only yellow. Then it's kind of like a limeish green yellow at the top corner on the left. Again, super pretty. It's going to be, if I do get them, see, that's the whole thing. If I get them, I'm going to want to get all three palettes. It's that completionist in me. Can I justify it? Will I use it? These are tough questions. Now, the oddest thing was that even though they were announced separately, they were released on the same day, which I do believe was October 4th. But I keep telling myself that's $180. And it's like, you get that lump in the back of your throat. Believe me, I'm not poor, but I'm not rich either. And that's a lot of money to spend on the three eyeshadow palettes. When I can go out and get some of the new Revolution palettes that they're dropping. It's like a plague of of them that are just coming out. So let me know your thoughts on those, how you feel about them coming out so closely together. And then, as I said 2 days ago, the Carli Bybel palette, which is more of the traditional ABH layout, that got announced. As I said, it got leaked, and then she did this rush video on it. Okay, I had to look really hard to get a good picture of it. I don't even know if Trend Mood has it. But I'm looking at it. The outside of the packaging is beautiful. It's pink, it's cute, it's adorable. It's kind of a little luxe looking. It's got her name in the middle. I'm looking at it. It looks like a very pastel-y palette. And it's not one that I think I'm actually going to pick up, even though it is a smaller palette. Now, what I wanted to talk about was when I watched her videos, her swatches did not match what I was seeing in the palette. And I kept going back. Now, I'm not about to get demonetized, so I'm not putting the video in my palette. I do want to link her video below so you can go take a look at it. When she's swatching it, and I'm looking back at the pictures of the palette, I'm going, something doesn't look right here. The colors, especially there was the third color, I think it was, that she swatched. I'm like, there's no way that that's that color. It just was really odd to me. And I said the reason I found it annoying is because every other word out of her mouth was, I'm so obsessed with this color. I'm so obsessed with this color. If I hear that term one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. They need to stop with the, I'm so obsessed. It irks me. You know, when like a certain phrase just gets under your skin and like pokes at you? That's one of them. She's young, and I know that's a young thing. Maybe I'm old and crotchety, but anyway, I'm looking at it. It looks pretty. I'm not really, There are couple of colors that she swatched that looked really beautiful. And of course, I'm always curious to see what the formula is going to be like and if it's the same. But to be honest, it looks more spring to me. It looks like a spring palette when I look at it. It doesn't look like a winter palette to me. That's just my opinion. I'll be very curious to hear yours. Okay, so I went on Sephora. I need to stop like occasionally checking my app because things pop up, and that's how I just bought the palette that's on my eyes. That's the video that I'm waiting for it to upload. Hopefully it has at this point. I don't know. This is from NARS, and I don't own any NARS eyeshadow palettes. I only got their bronzers because I bought them in TJ Maxx, but this new Inferno eyeshadow palette, let me tell ya. So what really drew me in was that red glitter or metallic and that purple and that like taupey gray type of, it's got enough neutral colors to create a nice base look. And then with those three, yeah, it got me. It's $59, which is a lot. They say a $310 value. I never go by that. When you're talking about a palette, I don't think about them as single eyeshadows. I think about just the palette. The outside packaging is absolutely stunning with that red. It's just, yeah, me likey. So that one may be my Christmas gift to myself. I don't know. I'm going to think about it because I like it. Yeah, I do. Okay, so ColourPop obviously dropped something else new. That's not shocking. But it is their next round of their Disney. It's round 3 of their Disney collab. And this one, Disney Designer Midnight Masquerade Collection. It has the Masquerade Palette, which is going for $22, which for a ColourPop palette is a bit pricey. Their blush, that says they have, ooh, wow. It says they have 8 blush highlighter compacts. They're princess bundles, and they have the Luxe Liquid Lips for $8. Go all out with their collections, and you can get multiple products together. All of the colors look so up my alley. Even the reds, and the packaging is superb. The artwork is amazing. The eyeshadow palette, from what I'm seeing, it really looks stunning. Again, there's like a tealish green, a silver, and a couple of other metallics that are just drawing me in. They look beautiful. The blue is a matte, and that red matte looks amazing. I think I'm going to have to pick this one up. At least it's only $22. I'll probably pick up this and maybe a couple of the blush and liquid duos because the packaging, yeah. At least I'll be able to get like 6 products for maybe $60 and not just one palette. But this looks like something I am very into. I didn't pick up any of the other palettes. For some reason, they didn't interest me. This one has a different shape to it. It's almost a little octagonal. And yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about because it's just too much for me. Every year Tarte comes out with a blush book, and it's huge. And to me, it seems like so much product that I would never go through it. Again, if you don't have any blushes, I think it's fabulous. But it's the 9 Ways to Shine cheek wardrobe. What's cute is they come in little trios that it's kind of like the little bento boxes that slide out, very similar to Melt Cosmetics, and that the top one lifts up and then you slide them out and you have the 3 colors. So you're getting, it looks like in one section you're getting 2 blushes and a bronzer. The other you're getting 2 lighter blushes and a highlighter. And then the third one seems like it's 2 darker blushes and a highlighter. From what I can see anyway, it's really sometimes hard to tell. I did not swatch this one, but there's a rose gold stack, a gold stack, and the gunmetal stack. To get 9 blushes, it's $35. I think the value is very good. I just wish they sold them individually so that you could just buy one of them. I would buy one of them. I don't know what I would do with 3 of them that has 9 products in it. That's just personally my opinion. I said it's cute the way it stores. I think it's adorable, but it's too much of it, if you know what I mean. The one that I won't be getting is the Gingerbread Sugar Kissable Body Shimmer. I'm not going to be licking it off of myself. And B, I don't know if I want to wear something all day that is edible, because I can just see it like attracting bugs. I mean, see where my thought process goes? And then it's $32. And I know I smelled it. It smells delicious. I wasn't about to taste the tester in store. No, thank you. I don't get it. As I said, first of all, I don't know if I want anybody licking anything off of me. Is it me? Let me know your thoughts. I mean, if you're like that, that's totally fine. We're just talking about me here. You can give me your opinion. So that's all I think I'm going to talk about today. I covered a lot. There's so much more. And I know many, many more holiday releases will be coming out. It's only October 5th. I can guarantee you that many more are going to drop for sure. Maybe I'll do another one of these. Could be fun. As I said, they are a pain in the tuchus to edit, which is the only reason I don't like doing these. Just saying. But I will be very curious to know your thoughts, what you think about all these products. If there's something that you want me to discuss in my next one, please tag me in it on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. I'm going to put it right here. It's also always in my description box. If you want to send me a DM or you want to email me, that's in my description box. Let me know what products you want me to talk about, and maybe I will do these maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks if you guys like them. If you guys don't like them, give this video a thumbs down, and that way I'll know. If you do like it, give me a thumbs up, and then I'll know. And if you're new here and you're not subscribed, you can let me know if you like it by subscribing, because I would really appreciate that. So I love you guys so, so much. Can't wait to hear what you think about everything. And of course, whatever part of this amazing world you're in on and around, I hope you're having a wonderful day, a fabulous day. I hope you have an excellent week coming up, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Much love, everybody. Bye. So that I think is all. That I think is all. Oy. Oy. So much stuff.